things I love most about working in the security field is the relationships that you're able to cultivate. You know, working in banks and retail establishments and things like that, the people that I come in contact with every single day, they offer me so much joy. One of the things that I love most about this job is being able to talk to older people, right? People in their 60s, their 70s. These people have a wealth of knowledge and information that, if you allow yourself, can really change your life and the trajectory of where you are and where you can go if you'll just take those little tidbits of advice. I have a friend that works with me at one of the retail establishments. His name is Michael. He's 78 years old. This man has shared stories with me about his childhood, about growing up in a pretty wealthy family, about making a lot of money and then losing all of that money. He's told me stories about being 17 years old and climbing a mountain in Japan. This man has shared with me amazing times, amazing stories, and given me a lot of great advice. A week ago, Michael was brutally attacked in Portland. He seems to be on the mend, but there for a while it was touch and go. In his attack while leaving work, after just talking to me minutes before it happened, made me realize that as security guards, there are 5 things that we need to do right now to ensure our safety and ensure the betterment for our family if anything like this were to happen to us. Stay tuned for today's debrief. Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Atypical Security Guard coming to you with a very special debrief. As always, if you're getting any benefit from the videos that we're uploading, please like, share, subscribe, and donate. You can hit that little button that looks like this, and the donation link to our training fund is in the description of this video. So today we're going to talk about the 5 things that you can do right now. Scratch that, the 5 things that you damn well should do right now to ensure your safety and to also ensure the betterment of your family should anything like what happened to Michael happen to one of us. Guys, listen, every single day we put ourselves in a situation where we are truly in harm's way. Dealing with people who are suffering from mental health crisis or high on drugs, we're putting ourselves in harm's way in the potential for a bad situation on both sides of the equation. Michael suffered severe facial fractures. He also suffered a brain bleed. And from the best recollection of what people who were on the scene are relaying to police officers is that this man, 78 years old, who can barely walk, he's extremely feeble, was slammed to the ground by one of our local crackheads here. His face was broken, brain bleed, and I think to this point he still has not regained the use of his hands and his feet. I believe he's going to be going into rehab here in the next week or so. But those situations, the potential for us to get hit in the head, the potential for us to fall down and hit our head, the potential for us to just get stabbed or shot or incapacitated in a lot of different ways, that is a very real reality. So really quickly, I'm going to go over these 5 things. And guys, listen, there's no excuse for not doing these 5 things. I'm going to tell you 5 things that you need to do. And for the most part, it's going to cost you about $350 to $500 today. And I know that sounds like a lot. Some of you guys are barely paying your rent. Some of you guys, you're barely making it. I get that. Guys, I fucking understand. But you have got to make this investment if you're going to continue doing this job, because your companies are not going to do it for you. So that being said, let's get right down to my list. In no particular order, number 5 is going to be purchasing body armor. Guys, this is the Safe Life Defense Flexible Rifle Armor Plate. This is a 3A plate. It weighs a little bit over 2 pounds. It's extremely light and it's extremely flexible. I can bend this, look at that. I can bend this like this, right? This is a fast plate. It goes right into your carrier. This is not a in conjunction with plate. It's a standalone plate. It can go right into your carrier. This is a 10 by 12 plate, and it's rated level 3. So this is gonna be for your handgun rounds, this is gonna be for your shotgun, this is gonna be for 2, 2, 3, and 5, 5, 6, I believe. I think the only thing that it won't stop is maybe your green tips. Don't quote me on that. But this system, having 2 of these plates, is gonna run you a little over $700. That being said, you're able to break this up using the quad pay system. So you'll do, I believe, 4 payments that's right at $200, and they'll take that out of a bi-weekly draw off of your account. Guys, before you invest in that new firearm, before you invest in the newest red dot or that stream light that you're gonna put on your rail or anything, you need to invest in body armor. This is the one thing that you absolutely cannot go without, regardless of if you're working armed security or unarmed security. If you're walking around with a shirt that says security, people are viewing you as the first level of law enforcement response to whatever their situation is. Stabbings, needle punctures, being hit with blunt objects, and being shot are all things that we have to worry about in security. So please go to Safe Life Defense. I'm not sponsored by Safe Life Defense in any way, but they are the one company that I've found that utilizes this quad pay system where you can get armor almost within a week. I think this thing shipped within 2 days of me ordering it, and I had it on that 4th day. And you need to get this. This is the flexible rifle armor system, level 3 from Safe Life Defense. I'll put the link below. Number 4, and this doesn't necessarily have to do with being assaulted, but number 4 is something that we rarely think about, and we all should, because we spend so much time in our car going from one location to another. If you're working in any sort of supervisory role, you know, you're in your car so much more. And if you're going from site to site or you're working for multiple companies, you spend a lot of time in your car. So number 4 is to today get that AAA package, right? AAA, the company that you call when you run out of gas. AAA, the company that you call when your car won't start. AAA, the company that you call when your tire is blown. All of this, I got myself and my wife on a AAA membership for, I believe, $167 for the year. Paid that $167. I have a card, she has a card. Now, when I'm en route from one location to another and I have some sort of issue, I now have somebody that I can call. I can get that car towed. I think it goes up to 200 miles for the car tow. I think that yearly membership gives you a certain number of jump starts, a certain number of tire changes, a certain number of, if your car is locked and they have to actually come out and open the car door for you. So working in a situation where we're in our vehicles so much, especially if you're working in rural areas or really urban areas, having that AAA membership is invaluable to keeping you able to get from point A to point B and also get your vehicle back in shape or back to a safe location should something go wrong. Number 3 is going to be joining the USCCA, that's United States Concealed Carry Association. Now, the great thing about the United States Concealed Carry Association is that it puts you into a pool where you have access to an attorney should you ever have to fire your weapon in self-defense. Now, unfortunately, this does not cover you being involved in an officer-involved shooting while at work. That is gonna go through your employer, and more than likely, you're gonna have to hire an attorney yourself. But for a concealed carry permit holder, someone in their everyday capacity, and specifically when you as an officer are going to and from work, if you're involved in a shooting, you have coverage in terms of your attorney, in terms of someone representing you, and basically someone getting you out of jail in terms of your bail. You'll need to access the United States Concealed Carry Association to check out all of the information for all of their different plans. I know that I'm a gold or a premium member, whatever the highest rate is. I think that costs me about $42 to $45 a month. It gives you access to this amazing app that has classes, it has information, it shows you where certain classes are being held in your area, and also it shows you your reciprocity for wherever your concealed carry permit for wherever your concealed carry permits are welcomed in other states. Sorry, I have a guy in a bread truck over here fucking up my video, but we're gonna keep it rolling. Another great thing about the USCCA website and app is that it gives you access to all of the attorneys that are within network. You can save that so that if anything were to ever happen, you contact the exact attorney in your area that represents the USCCA. I cannot tell you guys how important this is. If you are a concealed carry license holder and you do not have this insurance, you are putting yourself in grave danger physically and financially. So please take care of that today as well. Number 2 is a basic life insurance policy. Guys, you have got to get life insurance. Right now, you can go online, you can find a company, you can put your information in, and you can have $50,000 to $100,000 in coverage probably within 48 hours. My wife and I, we got a policy on myself not too long ago. I think we pay $15 a month for that $50,000 in coverage. And when I finish this video, I'm gonna walk right inside and have her up that to $100,000. We are putting ourselves in such danger in this job, but really as men, we should be doing this anyway. We wanna make sure that God forbid anything happen, our funeral expenses are taken care of, as much of our medical. Now for me, I'm a disabled veteran, so my medical is taken care of, but you know, leaving your wife with car payments and with insurance payments and the basic bills of just surrounding what will have to happen should something happen to us, we're being negligent if we're not taking care of that. So again, you can get a basic life insurance policy for under $25 in the upwards of $25,000 to $50,000 in terms of coverage. I'm not an insurance broker. This is not what I do for a living, but right now, go online, find a way to get a life insurance policy on yourself, make your wife, make your children the beneficiaries of that so that they're looked after if something were to happen to you. Number 1 is called the battle plan. Now, the battle plan ties everything that we're talking about together, right? God forbid you're ever involved in an officer-involved shooting. God forbid you're ever involved in a traumatic injury. But even more so than that, what if you just don't come home one night? What is your spouse, what is your family supposed to do in this situation? The battle plan is something that you write out and it gives specific steps. If this happens, this is step 1. If this happens, this is step 2. I'm gonna show you guys my battle plan right here that I'm coming up with. And I'm using an app called Simple Map. Simple Map or Simple Mind, I'm not sure exactly which one it is right now, but that app is a mind mapping app. And mind mapping is where you take one central topic and from there you spider web and you break off all of these different trains of thought, and you can categorize and you can set up kind of your different paths here off of that one central goal. Now that one central goal for me is the battle plan. So if you look here to the far left, you have officer involved, MIA. I just didn't show up. What does my wife, what does my family do if I simply don't come home one night, right? If you look to the bottom left, it's God forbid an officer involved shooting. The first thing that my spouse should do is contact that USCCA attorney or contact the family attorney, whoever we have set up for a situation like this. Now, following the contacting of the attorney, everything under that has been redacted because that's something that specifically I don't want to disclose what those next 3 or 4 steps are. For you, for your family, everything is going to be individually set up for your best protocol in terms of how your family goes about handling these things. We also have what are the steps for an officer involved traumatic injury. God forbid I'm ever in a situation like Michael. I get attacked, I slip and fall, I hit my head. I'm incapacitated to the point that I can't communicate, I can't function. What does my family do? This is on the far right-hand side. So you can take this battle plan and you can make it as small or as big as you want, but it should ultimately tie in all of the things that your family needs to do, God forbid you're ever in that situation. So take these 5 pieces of advice, and guys, listen, please put them into action today. None of us are promised the next day, and we're working in a situation where we're too close to the thick of the shit to not have this stuff taken care of, all right? That's my advice. As always, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for commenting, liking, subscribing, sharing, and if donating. I appreciate every single one of you. Please watch your six, and as always, be great.